Hi everyone, I'm Annalise, and today's video we're going to call it as Biyaheng Nakaka-Inspire dahil po ang Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada or IRCC tweeted on Canada Day, July 1st, my citizenship photo with my kids. Gusto nyo ba malaman kung paano maging Canadian citizen? I have a list of eligibility requirements on how to become a Canadian citizen, so watch this video. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're watching this and you're not yet subscribed to my channel, please click the subscribe button down below on the right side, as well as the bell button for you to be posted and updated of my videos of how I applied for my immigration here in Canada and how my life has been since I moved here 6.5 years ago. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much at sinasama niyo po ako dito sa biyahe ko. Because this video contains information from the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada website, here is my disclaimer. I am not an immigration consultant and I'm far from being an immigration lawyer. I'm just your friendly neighbor Filipino Canadian, eh? All of my videos showing applications of visitor's visa, permanent resident, work permit, and Canadian citizenship are all based on my personal experience on how I applied following the instructions on IRCC or the Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada main website at www.cic.gc.ca. You can also check the Canadian Immigration channel here on YouTube, and you can and should always verify everything by yourself. I'm just here to help and guide you. Thank you. Maraming salamat po. So every time I share something about the immigration here in Canada, anything involving about immigration, I will always play my disclaimer. So who can apply? Who are eligible to be Canadian citizens? So there are 5 eligibility requirements in order for you to become a Canadian citizen. Number 1, you must be a permanent resident. Number 2, you must have lived in Canada, like physically in Canada, 3 out of the 5 years prior to your application. In my case, I submitted my Canadian citizenship application in December of 2018. Ever since I arrived here, December of 2013, I haven't been out of Canada. So I was really eligible in terms about being physically here in Canada. Sa case ko po, I submitted my application for permanent resident before my visitor visa expired back in June of 2014. So when I got here at the Vancouver International Airport, the border security stamped my visa, my visitor visa, that it was valid up until June of 2014. If you're a permanent resident, we all share the same journey. Kung gaano katagal i-approve or kung gaano katagal makakuha ng permanent resident status. For me, when I submitted my permanent resident application June or July of 2014, I received my permanent resident status November of 2016. So apart from the permanent resident certification, like in a month or 2 months after you have received your permanent resident status, you're going to receive in the mail your permanent resident card. Now, these 2 things, these 2 documents, the permanent resident certification, as well as your permanent resident card, they are very important documents when you submit your Canadian citizenship. And yung number 3 na eligibility requirements on becoming a Canadian citizen is that you must have filed your taxes. and I file my taxes on Canada Revenue Agency online. So it's very easy, very convenient. All you have to do is to just, log in into your account, and then you just submit your the year before taxes. And the fourth eligibility requirements of Canadian citizenship is that you must pass a test about your rights, responsibilities, and knowledge of Canada. And I'm also going to make a video on how to pass your Canadian citizenship test. Essentially, for the test, it's either in English or in French, those two languages that's recognized here in Canada. The test is 30 minutes long, and there are 20 questions, and you must pass, or you must have 15 correct answers. In my situation, I had 2 incorrect answers, or at least that's what the immigration officer told me when I got my, the result of my citizenship test. And the fifth eligibility requirements on becoming a Canadian citizen is that you must prove that you know either English or French, or you must prove your language skills. So those are the requirements or the eligibility on becoming a Canadian citizen. And I hope nakatulong po sa inyo with this short video. I will be making a longer video, like an in-depth, information about applying for a Canadian citizenship, including the Canadian citizenship test. Again, as mentioned on my disclaimer, that I am not an immigration consultant. I'm far from being an immigration lawyer, but I'm your friendly neighbor Filipino Canadian, and I will do my best to help you and guide you regarding your immigration application. And as I've mentioned on my disclaimer, that it's always best to, check the information for any updates and eligibility on their main website, yung cic.gc.ca. That's really been my best friend, like the whole time, the entire process of my immigration. And apart from the cic.gc.ca website, I highly recommend, if you have a Twitter account, to follow IRCC. Their Twitter account is CITIMM Canada. So that's just, find on Twitter IRCC. They always post updates about immigration and applications, especially now, during the COVID-19. They have been posting about updates about processing times for work permits, for student visa, and for other, immigration application. I hope that you find this video helpful, and maraming salamat po at sinamahan niyo ako dito sa biyaheng nakaka-inspire. And I just want to close this video by saying, hi Mama! I know that you're watching. Since day one, my mama has been my source of inspiration. She's been the one constantly messaging me, texting me, all of these great ideas for my channel. And because of that, I just want to say thank you so much, Mama. I miss you so much. I haven't seen you and Papa in 7 years. Ang tagal. So, I got this. I promise, when I went out 2 or 3 weeks ago, I was really being extra careful. I got the essential supplies, and I also got you this. It's a Michael Kors bag. And yeah, this is for your 70th birthday. I'm so sorry I wasn't able to go home to celebrate your birthday with Papa. So yeah, this is your handbag now. When I get home, I'll be bringing this to you, and I hope you will like it. I miss you so much. I miss you, Papa. So guys, if you are, if you're away from home, if not only here in Canada, but if you are an OFW, if you're working outside the Philippines and you haven't seen your parents, we all share the same journey. Ako rin, namimiss ko yung mama at papa ko. So bye! Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you like it.